Alright, next up on our list is how to extract structured data from an application using UiPath Studio in the classic design experience. So this is very important because we're going to use this kind of activity all the time. We are going to work with data all the time in our automations, and this is very important to the exam itself. So you have to understand, you have to master this activity. We are going to jump right away to our UiPath Studio and get to work. But before that, let's just take a quick look on our official documentation. You can spend some time to read this out, but the most important thing here is where to find the data extraction, which is the data scraping right here in our screenshot. And let's jump right away to our UiPath Studio and find that out, how this works. From my UiPath Studio, this project is already created, and I want to show you first off that my project settings are set to the classic mode. You see here that the modern design experience is set to no, so we are using the classic design. First off, I'm going to create a sequence here, and I will call data extraction. And then once I have my sequence available, I will click on data scraping. And now the wizard is open. I have to specify what is the data that I want to scrape. Let me open up this website here, this Acme System 1. It's a public website that UiPath provides us. You can create your account and work with the data that it is inside here. So that is awesome because you can do exactly the same that I'm doing here. So let's open up our wizard and let's hit next from this page. And now we have to specify what is the data we want to extract. We could hover over the data that we want to extract, that UiPath would try to recognize the table. But what I want to do here is select one element, only one cell. And then UiPath notice that this is a structured data and will ask us, okay, do you want to extract the whole table? Of course, so then yes. And in this page, we have to specify how many rows we want to extract. If we want to extract everything, we're going to put 0, which is the case. Click Finish. So now we have to specify to this wizard what is the next button that is going to move from one page to another, because notice that this table has over 10 pages of data and we have to move forward as we extract the data. So that's how it works. So let's press yes, and I will click on this icon here because this is the next button for this case. And there you go. This is all we need to extract the data from a web browser. And I will quickly walk you through what is happening here. We have the sequence that was created, data scraping, and the attached browsing that it is recognizing the whole edge session, and also the extract structure data activity. This is the actual activity that is grabbing the data from that table and saving as a data table. This is the output, extract data table. And when we check the data type here, we can see that it is a data table. And as you may know, a data table is nothing but an Excel sheet. It is exactly the same with columns, rows, and cells. So that's why it's a structured data extraction. Let's move on, and I just want to print the number of rows inside of this data table. And the expression will be quite easy. And I will get my extract data table dot row count dot toString. That's about it. This is what I need. I will save it and I will run this activity. Let's take a look on our edge, and you can see that the pages are moving forward from one to another. So that means the wizard, the activity is extracting the data and moving to the next page. And it is going to do this over the 10 pages. And then in the end, we are going to have a data table with the whole data inside of this page. So there you go, the automation has finished. Let's take a quick look on our output, and row count is 100. So 100 rows were extracted in this execution, and the total time was 1 minute and 5 seconds. I'm going to provide you with this project, and then you can download and work from your workstation. But just keep in mind that this is going to work only if you open up this page here. All right, so that's about it. This is what we are going to see regarding data extraction. Now let's move on to the next topic.